Welcome to Rokk Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rokk. Oh, it's Old Lang Syne. We've not even got through Christmas yet. How are you? Welcome. Wow, I'm really winding up the whole kind of seasonal thing now. We've got, what have we got? We've got actual proper bona fide, verified Christmas music, even if it's kind of Old Lang Syne. And look at this. Isn't this cozy? I've got my little kind of corner blue thing going on, and maybe the light's a bit, could do with some more lighting, but that's all good. It's all good. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Rokk Around the Clock. Hope you're well, guys. As always, thank you so much for popping along. It's great to see you. Let's have a quick look and see who we've got in here. We had, straight off the bat, we've got Tracy. How are you, Tracy? Hello, everyone, and hello, Rokk. Great to see you. Thanks for popping in. And then Miss T22 as well, with a little tiny puppy, a little tiny little box, a little kind of little bulldog puppy. It's very gorgeous. It's good to see you guys. This was me saying hello. Hang on, I need to find out where my music's gone. Oh, it's back. There we go. It's kind of, it's lounge music. It's Christmas lounge music. I'll maybe improve it. Problem is, so I've said this in the past, I have a Spotify account which I play royalty-free music in the background. Works quite nicely. Trouble is, I'm too much of a skinflint to go with the family account, so I share my account with all my family, and I was just kind of getting things set up for today's show, and it kept getting hijacked by my daughter. It kept going over to her setup, and I thought, oh, it's going to happen, isn't it? So I quickly just grabbed anything I could that was royalty-free Christmas. So we do have a little bit of lounge music, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh, look, Ray is in the house. My favourite gaming cyborg. How are you, buddy? Great to see you, my friend. I did have something else set up. Doesn't seem to be working. I'm not overly worried because this is working a treat. I'm very happy with this. And Gadgets Kev is in the house. Oh, don't forget, guys. I forgot, that's why I said it. 30 days of Christmas, isn't it? So I'll just get that started. I set up a whole bunch of Streamlabs things today, new music and graphics and stuff. If we get a subscriber or a chat or a member or whatever, it just never seems to work in the show. I test it and it's all working fine. It's all the correct links and everything. Just don't work none. Right, let me give me 2 seconds while I set this up, and then I'll come back and we'll be friends again. Start the giveaway. There we go. Exclamation mark win, guys. We'll get you that one. In the meantime, let me let me just grab my alert box and see if I can copy that. There we go. Copy that one. Because, let's see, I like doing stuff live. You don't mind, do you? It's all part and parcel. Did I ever set it up? That's the question, isn't it? Did I ever set it up? Doo-doo. That's chat box. Doo-doo. I may not have done, in which case it don't matter none. Lower third Rokk. I'm going to come back to you guys in a second. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put a quick browser source in and then we can test it. So, Streamlabs. I've got some good news for you today. I'm not allowed to call it breaking anymore, even if I didn't break it. 2160 by whatever we want it to be. Doesn't matter. That'll be good. Do 1,000, shall we? And then we'll pop that on there, that's it, and we'll whack that on the screen. There you go, full screen. So if we get any donations, any tips, any super chats, any new members, any subscribers, we should get something pop up on the screen. It never works normally, so I'm not holding my breath. But the giveaway is underway. I'll just double check on that. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Joe's in there. Primo, hello, my friend. Primo's in. Michael's in. And Ray is in. That's all cool. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. And there is Michael. How are you, my friend? Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. Ray says, hello, chat and Rokk. Bless you, my friend. And there is the Rocksters. Yeah, Rockster was my... still is my main Twitter account. So there was a guy who used to work for me many years ago called Ben, lovely guy. He went on actually to create a really successful comedy sort of production company. So they produced comedy for, well, TV, radio, all that kind of stuff. And he nicknamed me Rockster. So I had that name for years. So my first Twitter account was Rockster. Still there. It's about 15,000 followers or something. There's a little wave, look, from Miss T, little teeny weeny tiny waving person. Yeah, it's the holidays already. Yeah, December now, mate. So like shops put the decorations up really early, don't they? Well, that's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, getting the decorations out there. Tell me if the music's too loud, by the way. I for some reason, again, I'm not hearing. OBS isn't coming through, even though I've set it up. I should be able to hear it. It's not coming through my headphones. I'm listening to the music, so I know that you can hear it, but I can't hear the volumes that you hear. So if and it shouldn't be, but if it is coming through too loud, we could sing, couldn't we? I could put up some lyrics. Do 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 do. I went to a Church of England school when I was growing up, and so every day we had a service and singing carols and stuff, and I've heard them all over the years. I love them. I love the traditional, the Dickensian Christmas. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it ever existed, other than in the books. But that kind of traditional, the kind of curved windows with the frames and the snow on each frame and the piles of Christmas presents and the little children looking at the dollies and all that stuff. I love all that. That's what I love. I do. PyCon Fusion, how are you, bro? And on Twitch as well. There you go. Don't forget, guys, get yourselves into Twitch to add an extra entry into the 30 Days of Christmas. Win yourself a PC today. If you do, oops, I just accidentally deleted the camera thing. I'm still live, that's good. Rouster, how are you doing, my friend? Good afternoon to you, good lunchtime. Let me see, where are we? 12:15, so we're about another 45 minutes until your lunch, aren't we? What do you, just out of interest, what do you have? I imagine you, because you're East Coast, I imagine you have some kind of Italian derivative. So maybe some Italian sausage in a big chunk of bread. Maybe that's the kind of thing that you have for your lunch. Bruce, hello there. I enjoy Robert Burns' ratings. Yes. What's the one about the mouse? What's he called? The something beastie. I can't remember any of them, but yeah, what an amazing poet he was. Very creative mind. Joe, hello Rokk and all you absolute legends in the chat. Yeah, how are you, my friend? Thank you for popping over. Great to see you. We have a little sippy booze here. Merry Christmas, everybody. One and all, and Tiny Tim. Tracy's doing great. How are you, Rokk? Well, I'm getting there, Tracy. I'm getting there. It's a gradual process. I'm trying to get rid of this flipping virus. Everybody seems to have something, but we're getting there. Streamlabs, there you go. Streamlabs, 30 Days of Christmas Stream Games giveaway. Open to subscribers only. Draw has started. For subscribers, use !win to enter the giveaway. Absolutely. Got to do it, guys. Got to get in there. Geek to Sneak, how are you, buddy? Win. That's it. Get them in. Good. That's what I like to see. Of course, Demi Goddess of Gaming won yesterday, and she chose her game last night. So I forget what she chose now, but it looked really good. It looked like a sort of a RPG Zelda-like game. Looked really interesting. So I don't know if she chose it because, as you know, her big thing is doing, I don't think she's here yet, she does the most amazing in-game photography. So she uses the photo options in games, and she just does stunning stuff. You want to check out her Twitter channel. She has all the kind of pictures and stuff on there. Looks amazing. Excuse me. I'm going to pull the music out because it seems that when I'm not in the tab, it stops playing. So hopefully now it will continue to play. There we go. And Thinker's here as well. He's getting in. Good stuff. Moonlight on the Bay. Moonlit on the Bay. What a lovely name. Moonlit on the Bay. Doesn't that conjure up some gorgeous summer evenings down along the coast, watching the stars reflecting on a quiet sea, and the warmth of the breeze as you sit and sip your daiquiri. Not very Christmassy, but nice nonetheless. It's all good. There's my brother, Tony. Is that my old top you've got on? Yeah. It certainly is. And it's doing me proud, my friend. He chucked it out many years ago, and I'm still wearing it, and it's a lovely thing. There you go. I can't see, but I can see you. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. Rouster, tell us what he was having for lunch. Or have I not got there yet? MJ Parks. Hey, buddy, how are you? Great to see you. Thanks for coming in to our open Christmas festive seasonal wonderland. That's what it is. News on Rokk Around the Clock is always breaking. Well, apparently, no, it's not. I'm not allowed to. No. Been told off. Yes, in a passive-aggressive way, which was quite interesting. Who else we got? Alex, how are you, my friend? Good to see. Alex, where are you from, by the way? You're gonna tell me you're from America, but the name is obviously, well, it could be Eastern European, but I don't want to hazard a guess. Alex, is it Barazza? Was it Barazza? I'd love to know. The one thing I fascinates me is the people from around the world that gather here every day to find out about what's going on, cloud gaming, to say hi to everyone, to just chill out and spend some time with us. And I'm truly honoured that you guys spend the time with me. I really am. It's fantastic to share that with you. John is in the house as well. That gorgeous. Is it a retriever or is it a lab or is it something else completely? I can't really tell there, John, in the background there. But my brother and I, in fact, if I go back and find his avatar, let me see what he was. There we go. Here he is. You'll see there. He's got Ben the Labrador, who is sadly no longer with us. Dear little Ben, down there under his legs. Yeah, my brother and I, all growing up, we always had a dog around the place, and neither of us have one now, and we both dearly miss having those little doggies around the place. Do 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 dee do dee do do. Talking of music, we have a legend in the house, ladies and gentlemen. We have Al Davis music, Code Z, the eponymous and rather talented composer of the Rokk Players theme tune, which is on today, of course. Let me see, 5, 6, 7, in about 2.5 hours, to be precise. So check that out. Al did an absolutely amazing job with that. And if you hang around to the very end of the show, we get a treat because we get to listen to the entire piece, which is about 2.5, 3 minutes long. It's amazing. Everybody, after we close at the end of the show, everyone says, "Oh, I didn't want the music to end. I was loving it." Brilliant job, my friend. Well done. And we have, let me see, sounds like you're feeling a little better. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, definitely on the I tell you what I'm really looking forward to now as well, Tracy, is on Saturday, my wife, Mrs. Rokk, she's out for the whole day. She's got a firm's Christmas do and a bunch of friends are getting together for lunch and stuff. So I'm kind of home alone, but I'm going to take my new camera and I'm going to film some amazing... I'm going to go up on Dartmoor. Now, Dartmoor is quite famous, very famous in my country. And if you've heard of the Hound of the Baskervilles, then you will have set on Dartmoor. So I'm going to take my camera up there. I think there'll be some snow, and I'm going to go and maybe go to Dartmoor Prison or up into the hills. It's a massive, it's a really primeval, ancient landscape. You can imagine woolly mammoth roaming around and stuff, and there's these old kind of ice age rock formations. So I'm going to take my camera up there, I'm going to film it, guys, and then I'm going to do a rock around the block. I really would love to stream live, and I might give it a go, but it's totally dependent on a connection, and up there it's miles from anywhere. I mean, there's just no signal. But here's the thing that I hadn't even thought of before. So I've been talking about doing rock around the block, and you know, I did a little teaser the other day, a little tester with the funny little clip of the dog, and what hadn't crossed my mind is not only can I come back and edit the footage in that way and put it up and you guys can share, but I can even put it up raw in its 360-degree original form, so that you can literally look at it with VR glasses on or on your phone and move your phone around and actually look around me as we go through the film. So you could put on VR glasses, and wherever you look, you would literally look around this whole 360-degree environment that I'll be filming. Or if you watch it on your phone, you'll be able to move your phone all the way around and do it that way as well. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting 2 videos up for every one of my little excursions. One will be an edited version, which will be me choosing, directing producing where all of the scenes will go, and the other one will be raw as it comes, and you guys can just put on your VR headsets or look at it on a phone, and I'll call it, Rock Around the block number whatever, VR stroke 360, so you'll know which ones they are. But how much fun will that be? And when I get my PSVR 2, I can go back and watch myself in time. Should be interesting, that. So we'll be doing it. Yep, get yourselves in the drawer there. Well done. Let's have a little looky-poos. thanks. Thanks, Lols. That does sound lovely. It does, doesn't it? Moonlit on the Bay. Moonlit on the Bay. I love that name. That's gorgeous. Ah, from Mexico. Brilliant stuff, Alex. Of course, one of my all-time favourite Christmas songs, and I think, am I right in saying that the guy, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, when that comes on in the car, me and my girls, we all go for it, and we love it. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I think the guy who originally released that sadly passed away relatively recently, within the last couple of years, but I love that track. Who dares tell Rokk off? Vet is going to take one of... Why? What have I done, Vet? What have I done? You see. Oh, I see. Yes. Oh, some people, my friend, it's quite sad. I genuinely am concerned. There are some people in our community who I think may not be in the best of health. Let's put it that way, and it's quite sad to see. But there you go. One can only wish them the best. Bruce is in Quebec. Oh, gorgeous, Bruce. I bet it's like what I've got going on around here right now, isn't it? Is it all white and snowy? We went down to, I don't know what this is in Fahrenheit, but we went down to -2 centigrade today. Let me see what that is. -2. Whoops. -2 centigrade Fahrenheit is 28. That's not, it's not a massive thing for most of you guys that are used to snow, but that's pretty cold for us. So yeah, we're getting down into that, which is why I think if I take you guys on my little blog, my rock around the block, I suspect that we will find some snow, which will be interesting. I'll be on my own anyway, but we'll take the camera and we'll have fun. It'll be all good. Do. Oh, look, Ben. Oh, he's got, my brother's got a little tear in his eye because I talked about the dog. Bless the dog. We did love Ben, didn't we, mate? I got trying to. I do adjust stuff on the fly because it's only when we're live that I get to see whether something's working. And I tell you what, the light's okay, but it is a bit sharp. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bang that on, take it down. Soften that shadow. About there. That'll do for now. We'll worry about it again another day. And also, I don't want it to be yellow. There we go. That's much better. Maybe one up. One up. And Primo's here. No, Primo. And he's saying hello to Alex, because both are Mexican. How amazing is that? Primo lives in Hawaii, and obviously Alex doesn't, but they're both from Mexico. So yo también pero vivo in Hawaii. I'm not even going to guess. I don't speak Spanish apart from a tiny amount, but it's just amazing. I just love it. I love it. Vet read the book, and I think you're referring to The Hound of the Baskerville, aren't you? That's a great book. The Hound. The Hound, Watson. Elementary, dear Watson. So I'll take you on a little journey there this weekend. I'm really excited. I really am looking forward to it. Put my thick, warm stuff on, maybe my trekking boots that I've got. We'll go up, and I just wish I could stream it live. But the problem is with the camera, it does stream live. The app has the ability to stream out to YouTube and Twitch and other places, and you can use our RMTP. But the problem is that it streams in the full 360. So if you're watching it on a TV or a laptop or something, you just get this weird stretched image. So I think it's better that I edit it and then do them as kind of edited things. But it'll be fun. I'm so looking forward to it. Joe, very curious to see what to do with the 360 cam. Yeah, oh, mate, you wait and see. I've got so many things. So what you don't do is film in 360. See, this is the genius of it, because what you're actually doing is, in a way, many years ago, Joe, I came up with this idea. Never took it any further. I never had the means. But I just thought, wouldn't it be amazing if one day you had, like Google Glass, right? You had a camera that was just constantly recording, and it was streaming it up to a server, and it was recording your day. And through the day, you could go, oh, I want to keep that. It might be a conversation you had with someone. It may be something you read on a magazine, or it may have been an incident that you were involved with out on the road or something. So you'd like, I'm keeping that. But it would be constantly recording it, a little bit like those dash cams you get in a car. And I at that time, and I'm literally talking over 20 years ago, I thought we call it life cam. You see, I was kind of coming up with this idea. Now, the great thing about the 360 cameras is that they film everything. Hello, that's gone a bit rocky. They film everything around you at the same time, okay? And then your job is to go back and say, well, okay, what I was trying to film here was those trees there, or those swans in the river, or myself. So you just hone in on the one area. So if you go in far enough, you get rid of the fisheye aspect. Because you imagine the Earth. We're looking at the Earth, and it's hugely curved, isn't it? It's a convex. Now, if you come away from the Earth, you'll see a curve. But when you go right into it, it's flat. So it's the same thing with a 360-degree camera. As you zoom in, you come across the flat part. And that's what we're used to seeing. You can zoom out and get that weird fisheye effect if you want to. But in the main, you don't do that. But the great thing is you get to choose out of all of that 360 what you want to film. So from a filming point of view, it allows you to film all the time without having multiple cameras on. And this particular camera goes one step further, because not only can it do that, but it can also take photographs at 72 megapixels. It can do time-lapse in 8K. And it will do a star field thing, so you can put it down and it'll film the stars going around. I mean, there's so much it can do. There's so much that I'm going to do with it. Some of it's, if you kind of watch a lot of the material filmed with these cameras, a lot of it you sort of go, oh, I've seen that so many times, but most people haven't yet. So I'll be doing a load of that. It's going to be fun. And real AR light are now available on Amazon. Woo! Yeah, AR is the future, not VR. I mean, I think VR is great for games, or even watching movies where you kind of want to shut yourself off. But I think I've always felt that AR is the future, where Microsoft was supposed to be. Do you remember that HoloLens thing that was supposed to happen? I mean, so many of these things that haven't really kind of come around, but hopefully they will. Tracy can't wait to check out the footage. Love rock, minerals and gemstones. Yeah. Well, that's nice. I'm trying to think, would there be much? Definitely granite. Dartmoor is predominantly a granite-based area, but it's gorgeous. And there's lots of roaming sheep. Dartmoor sheep and ponies. It's very famous for its tiny little horses. I mean, tiny little horses. So we'll get a few of those in as well. It's going to be good. Love it, says Alex. Hey Geek, how are you, my friend? I have to update my phone. Ooh, update. Is it Android or iPhone? You got an iOS or an Android update? I had Android 13 on mine last week, but I don't ever notice much of a difference. I should really do more research with it, shouldn't I? Saludos, compa. Salute something. I'm guessing. I'm back and I'm using my other phone now. See how quick in the ravages of time we were able to take it slow. Dre's in the house. How are you, my friend? Great to see you, buddy. Oh, I bet you've got to be talking about, 50, 60, 70, where you are, my friend? Got to be, haven't we? What about Magic Leap? They sure fooled me. Oh, there's so many trick things you can do. So many. There's one that's great, because what you can do with it is you can take the camera to a point, stop, So say, for example, you could take it under a car, right? Stop filming, grab it again, take it from the other side of the car and pull it through, and it stitches everything together so it looks like you've flown underneath the car. And I saw a guy do one earlier, and he was on a bike, and some fella jumped in front of him. So he went up to him, and obviously what he did was stop, went to the other side of the guy and continued filming, but it looked like he went over him. It was really well done. There's so much stuff. Chariot, how are you, my friend? What up, Rokk? Good to see you, bro. I hope you're keeping well. I'm just having a quick look. We've got 8.5 minutes left, guys, to get your entries in to win a PC game. Let me just refresh and see how many we've had enter here. Because, you know, it kind of pauses if you don't look at it. 13, is that all? We got over 20 people watching. Come on, fellas. Exclamation mark. Win, and get yourselves in line for a PC game. It's a Steam code, and some of them work on GeForce Now as well, which is cool. Granite is gorgeous. Yeah, it's you'll love it, Tracy. I reckon it's a great time of the year, as long as it's not. It's either got to be really nasty weather, you know, like foggy and misty and horrible, or it's got to be very blue and bright. If it's just grey, then it won't be it won't be very interesting. So I'll have to wait and see on the day. Another place I want to take you guys near there, it's on the way actually, is a place called Buckfast Abbey. I think I mentioned this to you before. It's a gorgeous abbey. You know, if you played Valhalla and it goes to some of those large churches, abbeys, it's like that. And I'd love to take you to there as well. It won't be for this trip, or it might be this trip if Dartmoor, if the weather's not very good. We'll have to wait and see. So Rudigs, how are you, buddy? Didn't see you there. Sorry. How are you, my friend? Chariot Man Gaming, what do you got cooking? What's the new video going to be about? More Steam Deck life. Yeah, I forgot that Chariot got you. I forgot you got yourself a Steam Deck, bro. It's all in the community tab, Rudigs. And Bruce has got a little picture of me. It's a little tiny Rokk emoji. Look, there he is. It don't come very big, sadly. I did replace I got rid of the Stadia one. I'm trying to think. I meant to replace it with a GeForce one, but I may have just left it. I can't remember now. But we're all up to date, guys. We got 2 minutes left. One extra. Dre has entered the competizione. How's the weather in England at the moment, says Chariot Man. I can't see out there at the moment, dude, but let me have a look on my phone and I'll tell you. It says... Where are we? Here we go. Right, let's get rid of that one. So it says that it's... Oh, it's a bit blurry. Let me get back to my face. It's 3 degrees centigrade, which is what, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Let's have a look. I got triggered by the music. I'm trying to see what it says for the weekend. What's this? Holidazed. Like it. Nope, can't see. Oh, here we go. What day is it? Saturday. Oh, right, Saturday. It's in this area. I'm about 40 minutes away from where we got to go. Looks like sunny-ish. Got some sun. It's going to be quite cold. Let me put Princetown, which is where Dartmoor Prison is. That's going to be the culmination of where we end up. Not Princeton. It's definitely not in the States, although I would love to be over there filming. Oh, yes. Let's have a look. Princetown, England. Here we are. So on Saturday, I think it's that Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Oh, snow. -4 and snow. Wow. It's got to be done, isn't it, guys? It's got to be done. We've got 1 minute left. If you've not entered to win a surprise PC game, you get to choose from a list of 30. You get to choose. Get them in quick. Curly Davis, quick! Get in there. Get your exclamation mark win in, because if you don't do it in the next 40 seconds, you're not going to be in the draw. How are you, my friend? Thank you for popping into Twitch. Great to see you. Quick! There you go. Well done. That's what I like to see. That got you in the draw. Excellent stuff. Let me just double check on that. Make sure you're there. Dee 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 dee. Ba-dum 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 dum dum. I'm not seeing you there, my friend. Why is that then? Has it given up on Twitch? Well, I will add you manually, so don't you worry about it. I'll have to go back and have a look at the Twitch people. Wonder why it didn't... Oh, I know why. Okay, I'll fix it. I can't fix it now, but we'll fix it for tomorrow. So, guys, if you did enter on Twitch today, you didn't. She didn't. But I will, apart from everyone that's doubled up, I'll make sure that you are in. I'll add your names in. I'll do it now. We'll do it now. Don't worry. I don't want to... That's why it's only been 14. It makes sense now. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so let me get my little 30 Days of Christmas up. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so let me see. We've got to go back up to... Oh, this is more like it. A nice bit of cinematic Christmas music. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I tell you what I did, guys. I set it to subscribers only. And of course, if you're on Twitch, you can't be a subscriber. I mean, you can, but as far as Twitch is concerned, that's not what they do over there. So it would have discounted you. So I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. I'll fix it for tomorrow, don't worry. But for now, let me fix it, guys. Let me fix it for you right now. So I've got, actually, I mean, there's a lot of you guys in here anyway from... So I'll leave everybody from yesterday in, but I do want to make sure, having encouraged Curly Davies to get into the draw, I need to make sure you're in, and you are now in. So there you go. It's all good. It's all good. And if you entered yesterday, or even if you entered yesterday, didn't enter today, I'll leave yesterday's entries in. Don't worry. That should pick up most people. And I tell you what, my friend, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. I hope you're well as well. I'm getting festive. And the time is getting closer and closer to when the little Santa's footprints in the snow. Because I don't know if you guys knew this. This isn't a widely known thing about the lore of Santa, or Father Christmas, as I prefer to call him. He's been called Father Christmas for 600 years, and Santa for about 150. So, or Papa Noel, if you're in France. What else? I mean, there's so many different names that you can call him. Kris Kringle, you see? So I call him Father Christmas. I don't know if you knew this, but Father Christmas was actually that big. He's microscopic. You see, when they show him on, when you see him at the Macy's and stuff, he's huge, but he's not. He's a tiny little fella. Père Noël, there you go. You see, Bruce telling you in Quebec, Père Noël. It's all the same thing, Father Christmas, absolutely. So, tiny little guy. So, when you woke up as a child and you thought, I'm going to keep an eye open for Father Christmas, you see, you're looking at, never saw him because he's that big. He's actually got, it's all to do with quantum mechanics. This is how it works. So he actually is able to go through different multi-universes, you see. His sleigh is actually a multi-dimensional time machine. This is how it works. So he's able to flip from universe to universe and then come back again. You never see him. He's drops a massive part, but in the other universe, just behind him. So he, imagine this line is between two universes, right? So Father Christmas is here, right? I'm Father Christmas, and his bag of parcels are over here. So you never see his parcels, and he just puts his hand through the universe, grabs all your kit, shoves it down by the tree or by your bed or in your stocking or whatever, and then goes back off to the next universe. So you didn't know any of that, did you? It sounds like Ant-Man. It's true. Look, Sean Cohen in Welsh. Wow. How would I be pronouncing that? Because Welsh, I love Welsh. Welsh it's like ancient Celtic. It's, believe it or not, all the way down from Ireland, well, Ireland and across Scotland, down through Wales, and then into Devon and Cornwall is the last bastion of what would have been the ancient pre-Roman language. And in fact, down into Brittany as well, into northern France. And still to this day, people that speak Breton in northern France, or if they speak Cornish or Welsh, there is a great similarity between all the languages, because that's the thread. Of course, everywhere else it was eradicated by the Romans. Pretty much pronounced as Sean Corn. There you go. Wow, I never knew that, Curly. And now, of course, your surname makes sense, my friend. Which part of your gorgeous country are you from? I've not done. I have one of my best friends lives in North Wales, literally right by. Oh crikey! What's the name of the mountain? Flip, I've forgotten. The very, very famous Welsh mountain. But thank you. It was a great effort. Oh yeah, gorgeous. Cardiff, we've been to Cardiff a huge amount, as most people from Devon and the southwest, of course, have. Yep, Christ Kindle and Chris Kringle is everybody has a different one. Santa, of course, is derived from Saint Nicholas. Santa Claus, Santa Nicholas, Saint Nicholas. That's where it comes from. So it's kind of from the old Italian derivation of Saint Nicholas. And when people say old Saint Nick, that's essentially who they mean. We got off into some rat holes there. You're going, Rock's fantastic, mate. What about the news? And what about the giveaway? Right, which would you like first, news or giveaway? And I'll give you. I've got a couple of interesting bits of news. We'll have a look at Southwest Wales. Oh, we're very close then, my friend. Very close. Yeah. Well, I'm down in Devon, so I'm about an hour from Bristol, hour and a half from Bristol, and I guess you're about another hour on from there. Fantastic. Love it. I've been to Newport and Cardiff quite some time, a few times. News to keep everyone in suspense. You've got it, my friend. The other interesting thing, says I can't see, is that entering homes via the chimney is a trope with supernatural entities. Yeah, it is, isn't it? And there's a really bizarre thing in Germany, and I forget the name of the character. Oh, what's he called? He's this sooty. He's I think he's being revoked these days. But he was like Father Christmas's, Kris Kringle's evil friend, and he's portrayed as being, what's he called? The truth is, I think he's meant to be black from soot in the chimney, but it's become a bit of a racist thing. There's some amazing, thank you, Curly. There's some amazing Christmas traditions and things, aren't there? If you go to Eastern Europe, for example, their main dish at Christmas is usually a fish, and they love carp. And a lot of people will typically have their main celebrations on Christmas Eve, whereas, of course, a lot of a more Western tradition has become Christmas Day now. And it's become a bird. So it was a goose or a duck, and then latterly a turkey or a chicken. But right, everyone's up for news. Let's do it. I've got some good news, guys. Let's get ourselves. Let me just make sure we've got it. Yep. Okay. Let's get ourselves over to the wheel. No, not the wheel, Rock. The news laptop. Oh, that was quick, wasn't it? I don't know if. By the way, does that stinger? That's called a stinger, that thing that separates the two transitions there. Did it make any noise? Because I edited it earlier, to make it quieter, but I may have actually silenced it. And look, tinsel. I'll put some tinsel up. Yes, it did, says Bruce. Thank you, my friend. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. Right, so let's get straight down to it. Thursdays, of course, without further ado, is GeForce Now Day. But before we go there, I didn't cover this yesterday. We kind of went because we had a look at Malaysia with GeForce Now. And by the way, the GeForce Now guys went to great pains to point out to me that in these territories, they have nothing to do with it other than providing the service. I thought it was kind of a bit obvious, but they were quite keen for me to point this out. So it isn't GeForce Now. It's whoever the third-party provider is. And, of course, they are licensed to roll out the GeForce Now service. So I guess they don't want the hassle of the support and all the issues that come with it, and that's fair enough. Because it requires multi-languages and support languages. But anyway, look, let's get straight down to it. So we found out yesterday, I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday-ish, within the last 48 hours, that Amazon Luna are going to be bundling family and retro channels all into Luna Plus. I suspected what was going on was less. We talked about this and we discovered that there were 40, or I think Cloud Dosage found originally 40 odd games were not being replaced, or at least they were being got rid of in December. And then someone else, I think it was either 9 to 5 or Android Police, found a few extra. And at the time it was, oh no, please don't close, please don't do a Stadia. Please, please, please. Well, Ray and I were thinking on Rokk Show, just before Rokk Show started, when we were kind of hearing about this and the Ubisoft news, which we'll do in a second, or Ubisoft, I should say, that maybe it's nothing to do with closing down. Maybe they're just changing their model. And we were kind of thinking, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if they actually just did away with the whole channel thing? Because I've always felt, I get why they did it. It's the go-to. If you are, if you've got Amazon Prime or Netflix, not Netflix, that's not a good one. Amazon Prime, let's just stick with Amazon Prime. So Amazon Prime is based on channels, right? So you've got your main Prime, which has got some good stuff on, and then you've got Stars and other channels. And so I understood why they thought, let's try that model with gaming. I just don't think it's going to work. I think people are used to that pick and mix with cable TV, aren't they? Oh, I'll have Hulu, but I want Warner and I want, whatever else, Disney. So that kind of made sense. But gaming, we're kind of, we're easing into the subscription thing. And I think if you ask most people, we would all say our perfect scenario would be a one price, like when you got your cable from the local cable provider and it bundled with 50 of your different channels and you just paid your one price. You didn't worry about multiple subscriptions. And I think, and they came to me, maybe that's where Amazon are going with this. Maybe what we're going to get from Luna, and hopefully they'll spread this around the world soon as well, is Steam, like Boostroid, GeForce Now, a store where you can buy your games like Stadia, and a subscription model where all of this is covered. Now, I know that's going to be painful for a lot of other services because they've gone down one specific chute, they've gone down one specific drive. But I think the market would lap that up. Now, they're big enough and brave enough and rich enough and clever enough to have figured that one out for themselves, but the bits are coming together. So they're starting to pull back the channels. And if you think about that, as far as I can remember, these are the only two that have nothing to do with a specific third party. So you've got the Jackbox one. I'm not being funny, how many people must subscribe to that? And you just buy the flipping games. And Ubisoft, I think that's about it with the family and the retro. So they're going, yeah, you know what, we're gonna fold those in as well, but they're going to be a different thing. And I suspect that what we're going to see is, because you can now, if you buy Ubisoft games on Amazon right now, you can play them in Luna. And I literally buy them through Amazon. You can play them on Luna. Made so much sense. This is what we were predicting ages ago. They sell games. Why wouldn't they sell games in Amazon that you could then play in the cloud on Luna? That's where it's going. I'm absolutely convinced of it. Absolutely convinced of it. Now, see, Chariot says he wouldn't pay an extra $10. I would. Chariot, if I could get a Boosteroid-like service that allowed me to play all my Steam games through one interface, if I could get a nice curated chunk of games for free like xCloud, and some really good titles as well, and maybe even get xCloud bundled into this whole thing, I can absolutely see a market for that. Imagine if there's one cloud provider to rule them all. Losing signal from me or from you? Oh, come back, Primo! Come back! It's like was it that ghost with he's gone. He's faded away already. Come back! Oh, talking of favourite films, just forgotten the name. Oh, it's terrible. I was stuck in this. Anyway, so this is going to happen. It is happening. They're rolling it in. It's already happened. This is happening. And this is why I believe, by the way, this stuff's just going to be happening now. We're not going to get told that in January or March, Luna's going to be available in Canada and Europe. It's just going to be one day, hey, it's available in Canada and the UK. That's how it's going to be. I'm absolutely convinced of it. And I think it's coming soon. I think we're seeing a realignment right now, the model, leading up to the holidays. And I believe very, very soon after, we're going to see those other parts of the model come together. So the other piece that you guys are probably keenest to find out about was this from Android Police. Disable my ad blocker. Yeah, I'll do that for you, my friend. Just give me 1 second there we go. So what they're basically saying is, as well as what Ubisoft have said now, is that if you have any games that you've bought, any PC games, any Ubisoft PC games, you'll be able to play them on Luna, and that includes Stadia titles. And the way they're going to do this is you're going to connect your Stadia games with Ubisoft Connect, and they will be recognized as PC games, and then you will be able to play them on Luna. And I also think, by the way, that will be the case for possibly on GeForce Now as well. So, and props to Sean Wolock for mentioning that. Was it Sean? No, sorry, it was Al Davis Music. Beg your pardon, Al, it was you who was saying that. It's got to be a thing. I agree. It's definitely in Ubisoft's interest to not be losing you guys. So, if you've bought games on Stadia, you will not have to buy them again. They will be classified as PC games as far as Ubisoft is concerned, and they will allow you. They've yet to say exactly how, but before the middle of January, they will tell you how you will be able to connect them to Ubisoft Connect, and they will be recognised as PC games. And I believe you will then be able to go, well, you 100% will be able to go into Luna because it says it here, but I also believe that they'll roll that out for GeForce Now as well. So, yeah, and probably Steam. You'll probably still be able to download them as well, which is great news. So it's a quick look at what it said here. Players who previously purchased Ubisoft titles on Stadia will be especially happy, as Ubisoft has confirmed that Stadia purchases converted to PC via Ubisoft Connect will also be available on Luna at no extra cost. All right, so you don't even need to subscribe to Luna to be able to play those games. Of course, you are limited right now to it being US only, but that will change. I'm absolutely convinced of it. I have never been more certain, other than when I was incredibly certain that Stadia was going to be around for a long time, that Amazon is doubling down on Luna. And if you think about it, you know, we know they got rid of a ton of staff. Well, we don't know they got rid of a ton of staff. We know they got rid of 11,000 staff. We don't know how many were Luna staff, but we know they got rid of some. Well, maybe those were the people that were basically in charge of the various channels. They're merging them all together. So that gives you an opportunity to rationalise. And they would have just been moved into, I'm sure, into other areas or given very handsome severance pays. John Scar will lose his top. What's he going to lose his top about? I agree. Have one middleware service versus juggling. Yeah, absolutely. GOG, Steam, Epic. It's got to be the way, hasn't it? And that then comes back to who, the guys like yourself, Joe, that are developing the IP, that are creating the games, because you just decide where you want your games to be accessed. You're going to basically have all of the value. Rouster's enjoying having all the extra games on Luna. I would love to have Luna. I really would. But I tell you, I've been spoiled because GeForce Now 3080 is so freaking good that I struggled to go back to a 1080p service now. That's my problem. Tracy, she would as well. Absolutely. I want it soon, and I want it to be good. Already missed Stadia. I genuinely feel, and it's nothing more than a feeling, Curly, that we've got Luna coming more widely coming in the near future. I genuinely do. Select Ubisoft store purchases can be played wherever Luna is supported, says the article from Android Police. Luna already offers a selection of Ubisoft games through its Ubisoft Plus channel, but players need to pay $18 a month to access them, while you'll still need an Amazon Prime subscription to use Luna. That's a fair point, and what's that these days? They sneak it up. It's good value if you use Amazon, mind you, and I use it all. I said this the other day, I use it for all my purchases. As much as that sticks in my throat a little bit, I love the fact that they never quibble if I want to send something back, whereas everybody else does. While you still need you won't need any Luna-specific subscriptions to play your existing Ubisoft games. Supported Ubisoft games include Rainbow Six Siege, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Far Cry 6. A full list of compatible games can be found on the Ubisoft website, because, of course, I'm guessing a lot of these are going to be the games since Ubisoft Connect came out, which, if you remember, was around December of 2020, I want to say, maybe in 21. So anything before that is probably going to be very difficult for them technically to do that. It says here there's a slight catch. Prime members who don't have a Luna Plus subscription may experience wait times, like GeForce Now free, I guess. But until that happens, and until we hear reports of people saying, "Oh, it's been terrible," it's difficult to know, isn't it? Overall, this recent change offers players a lot more flexibility in how they use Amazon Luna. Sure, subscription fees aren't for everyone. No, but you can still buy the games, which is why we hope that Amazon expands its program to other publishers. I'm so sure that it will come to GeForce Now as well. I can't see why it wouldn't be the case. I'm kind of pulling the browser apart here, guys, because I need to. No, I've already put you in, haven't I? I've already done that. Yes, of course. What else was there, Rokk? Very quickly, Samsung, according to Cloud Dosage, just a couple of days ago, Samsung are adding more cloud gaming services to their gaming hub, which is pretty neat. Currently, users can enjoy a wide variety of games via Xbox Game Pass, Nvidia GeForce Now, Amazon Luna, and Utomic. As previously stated, Black Nut and Antstream will release in 2023. Additional details can be found on those cloud gaming service providers' websites. To find these services on your 2021 Samsung Smart TV, you go through this whole kind of search process. Now, I'm not going to imagine for 1 minute these will be exclusive to Samsung. I'm sure that where any of the modern televisions, I watched a really interesting video on YouTube the other day, and what's made this possible is a new multimedia chip that these guys tend to use. There's this one manufacturer, and all they do is manufacture this chip that gets used for this kind of stuff. And so I think we're going to see much more of this on all modern TVs. Jesu, joy of man's desiring. I do love a bit of classical. So that's all good. Oh, this is one funny piece. Because it's the season of soccer, and England are playing football, England are playing France this coming Saturday, while I'm out doing my rock around the block. There's this young man, is the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, the England goalkeeper. Turns out he's a bit of a Fortnite fan. Loves a bit of Fortnite. Considers himself quite the Fortnite player, apparently. And I'll tell you why. Because he's taken his own custom gaming rig with him. I've got to show you this. So, no, GeForce Now was not good enough for Jason. He felt there would be too much latency. And a laptop's no good because he needed a large screen. So look at this. So he's had this thing constructed. It's literally got like a 28-inch monitor and a PC in there. What? So yeah, he's there. He's got a high-end spec PC and a screen, and it's taken it here through customs. Wowzer. He's even got his monocle, JP, Jason Pickford, engraved on the consignment. Well, what the hell? He's a young fella. Of course he's into Fortnite. Look at him. He's got to be about 14 years old, isn't he? Brilliant stuff. So anyway, good luck to them and to France. Let's be unpartisan. Yeah, a sleek black suitcase monogrammed with his initials. How funny. He's taken the love of the game to new heights with his custom gaming setup. Bless his little socks. So there you go. Let's have a quick catch up on the old chat and then we'll go and have a look at who is going to win the game today. Amazon has a special game controller for Luna too. Yeah, it's quite pretty, isn't it? It's based on their old... They used to have a controller that you could play with the Fire Stick. So obviously, if you downloaded Android games and such, and it's kind of based on that, but it has the same or similar technology that the Stadia controller had. So it goes directly via Wi-Fi to the server and tries to cut out as much of the local stuff as possible, which is interesting. Black Nut Ron is here. You'll be called racist, Ronald. I was. You little slush puppy, you. The Luna controller, yeah, I love the look of the Luna controller. Everyone that's ever bought one, Tracy, loves it, and I really want to get one. Look at this, Armando DeLeon has become the 1 millionth subscriber. That's my little sense of humour, guys. But he probably, or he, I think it's a he, has probably become the 2,800th or somewhere around there. That would be nice. Rouse to my Stadia games show on Ubisoft Connect. Yes. I was looking at it in the... Yeah, I know... Well, Al, of Al Davis fame, he had connected his UK Ubisoft Connect, his Ubisoft Stadia account to Ubisoft Connect with Luna, and he could see it in Luna, but of course he couldn't play the games because... it won't let us, but it's a flick of a switch. It's ready. It's a flick of a switch. Cloud validation. I personally think Luna's restructuring the service. I do, but I still believe it will be some time before they actually heavily invest in pushing it forward. You could well be right, my friend. I mean, it's all speculation, isn't it? We won't know until it's happened. Could sit in limbo for a while. It feels like there's some momentum, but that might just be me being overly positive. I think it went up to £99. What went up to £99, my friend? What did I miss there? It's great for... Amazon Premium, Amazon Prime. Yes. Yeah, it's just a tad under. But it is. It's good for the old next day delivery and same day delivery in some places. And of course, you get the Amazon Music, and they just widened that out, I think, now to a bigger. And you get the Prime TV, you get Prime Gaming, and and the Prime Books thing. There's a load of services. I mean, it is good value. It's kind of I just see it now as a thing that you have. I don't even debate it. I just used Amazon to buy a new toilet seat. Dre, I need a new toilet seat, mate. The way ours are so old that I don't know what, but there's like a screw that keeps them screwed underneath, and over time they just come unscrewed, and I sit and go straight off. It's happened too many times. It's so embarrassing to find myself on the floor with a toilet seat around my neck. It's not fun. John will lose his top of his head if Amazon Luna turn on the switch for Canada. Oh, I see. In a good way. Like, woohoo. Yes, he will. GeForce Now free service has got quite backed up most of the time. Yeah, when I log in, it's you know my thoughts on their free service, guys. Black Nut, baby. Black Nut's good. I still think Black Nut's a great service. And, you know, they are. I think there's a bit of an arms race going on since Stadia died. I think what happened was, because it caught us all by surprise, you know, I could imagine all the services, the Black Nuts and the Boosteroids and the GeForces, they all kind of had their roadmap. But it was, you know, it was fairly slow, and we'll test and see, and we'll roll some stuff out and see whether it works or not. And then Stadia went, and they suddenly went, oh, hello. I don't know how many, for hundreds of thousands of users looking for a new home. And so there's a bit of an arms race going on. They're all kind of trying to re-look at their service. And Black Nut does need to do something with the quality of its service. I've found some of the games have been a little bit under par. But, you know, I think they're working hard on it. It's true, Tracy. It's true. And, you know, Curly knows that toilet seat pain. Oh, dear. It's like, oh. And it's even worse when you've just got out the shower and you're all slippery. Whee! It's like tobogganing. Oh, yeah. Is that what they pay him? Well, that's why he can afford a custom flipping Fortnite piece of kit. Wowzer. I want him in my raiding guild. He is devoted. Right, Winstar. I mean, I've got to try and find out what his gaming name is. I'm sure it's going to be completely, you know, under the radar. But wouldn't it be funny to find out? Apparently, he shows it in this clip. I won't play it though because I'll probably get slapped with a copyright thing. But this is a clip. A scene, a screenshot from the video where he's showing what he's got. Fantastic. Oh, hello. We're in the wrong place. Oh, no. Quickly, Rokk, get to the end. Here we go. We're there. Let's do it. Let's get over to the wonderful Christmas Wheel of Fortune. There you go. Look, I've got to merge the two together now. Don't worry. We'll do it. It won't take us long. I've just got to find it here. Of course, I'm not hearing the lovely music that you guys are hearing now. That's the annoying thing. That's not that one, Rokk. No, it's not that one. Is it that one? No, not that one. I don't know which one it is. I'll find it, don't worry. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. No, it's not that one. Which one is it then? I don't know. Must be Christmas Wheel. Oh, hang on. There it is. Woohoo! Oh no, it's all gone small on us and everything. Oh, what? The world's worst magician. Would you like me to show you a trick? I'll just set it up while you watch. Let's just get it done, shall we? Right, we have, how many folk have we got in our thing today? Let me shuffle everybody up and hide it. We have 90 people in the wheel to win a PC game. And the way this works, if you've not joined us before, is that the winner will be contacted off air. So I must be able to get hold of you. If we've never spoken on Twitter or any other social before, do message me if I don't get in touch with you, because I probably wasn't able to find you. So Twitter me so that I can get in touch with you, and then I will send you a link to my spreadsheet, which has 30 PC games in it, of which now about 7 or 8 have been claimed, and you will get to choose from the remaining list which game you would like, and I will furnish you with the code so you can go and claim that one. So it's all good. You're there 3 times. Don't matter, none do it. Let's do it. Right, let's press this wheel, because I do believe that young William is gaming somewhere. Let's go in and see what we're going to get. The tree goes around, spinning all around. It's coming to a slowing up. I reckon it's going to end up around... I reckon it's going to... I can't point to it. All right, it's coming. Here it goes. We've gone past Moonlit on the Bay. We've gone past Granite CGD Games, ER Gaming. It's going to stop at Mugen Live. No, it's going to keep going. No, there it goes. Woohoo! Mugen Live. I don't know if Mugen is in the chat today, but I do know how to get hold of him. So that's awesome. There you go. Well done. Mugen Live, and I will be in touch with you shortly after the show to furnish you with the list, and you can choose the game. That's how it works, guys. Don't worry, we've still got another couple of weeks of games to give away, so make sure you pop in every day, and as long as you are a subscriber, you can put underwater win into the chat, and you will be in the game. And if you are a member, you're in automatically. Tomorrow's Friday, of course. Let's get back to welcome. Let me finish telling you we're gonna rock out quick. Dude, it's a big fat stretched one as well. I need to sort that out. So tomorrow's Friday, yay, I hear you say, which means that I will be coming on a little earlier. You don't need to join me. It's entirely up to you, but I'll be about an hour earlier than normal, within which I will be playing a game, and I think it will be Astro Night, because that's a game that I need to play. Astro Night looks brilliant, by the way. It's like it's a 1-bit game, not an 8-bit. It's a 1-bit in the kind of Castlevania, but certainly in the kind of old school, very ancient tech look. I love the look of it. So I'm going to be playing that one tomorrow, and then we'll go into the show at the normal time, and we'll have 2 giveaways. We'll have the members only giveaway. I haven't decided. I've got a bundle of games for the members that will be pulled out every Friday. So last Friday was the Batman Arkham collection, and that was won by, was it Dre, or it was Ewan. It was I1 who won that one. He actually donated it, bless him, to mostly Martinez in the end, because he already had most of those games, and Martinez had been saying on Twitter he'd hoped he'd win because he'd not played any of them. So it was very sweet. He donated it to him. Tomorrow, though, I'll have a look and see they're all bundles. They're kind of branded bundles. So I'll see which one we'll pull out tomorrow. There'll be members only. And of course, we'll have the 30 days of Christmas. So you've got 2 chances to win tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much. You are amazing. What game? I don't know yet. I need to have a look later, and I'll make up my mind. I tend to do it on the day I can't see, because I'm lazy. But it's going to be tomorrow, and you can have a choice on the 30 days if you win anyway. So have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. Thank you for popping in. Oh, we got the old Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. How apt as I walk off out the door. We're going to have this playing as you see me locking up and heading home. Guys, thank you once again. Have a fantastic Thursday. I am clocking out, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.